Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be doing a review on the new Milk Makeup Blur Liquid Foundation. This is what it looks like. I saw this just get posted on Sephora not too long ago, maybe like last week, and it really caught my eye. Now this is my first dive into Milk cosmetics or Milk makeup. I haven't actually tried anything from their line. I know that they are really big for their like tube sticks. Like they have a toner stick, a blurring primer stick, things like that. And for some reason those never really interest me. Not to say that I won't try it in the future, but they just didn't catch my eye. It just wasn't something that I wanted to spend my hard-earned money on. But when I saw this, what really attracted me to this, one is I love foundations, so that off the bat caught my eye. I'm always looking for the next big or greatest foundation to top the last one. And then it said it was blurring and it was matte. Two of the best things that you want from a foundation, from a primer. So I'm automatically thinking, you know, if this works the way it's supposed to work, that takes away a primer that's supposed to be blurring, as well as an oil and control primer. So I'm really excited to test this out today. So I'm just going to kind of go through the claims of it, and then we will get right into application. And I actually have some things to do. I know, I'm not actually sitting around the house doing nothing today. I do have some things to do, and I am filming this kind of early for me at least. So I will go ahead and kind of go throughout the day, maybe do some updates on my like iPhone and input that footage, and then come back on here later. Now I do film with natural light, so I won't be able to come back really late in the evening, but because it is summertime, the sun does go down a little later, so probably around 5 or 6 I'll be able to come back and give you my thoughts on how it held throughout the day. So I just wanted to kind of give you that heads up, but it's not going to be like 10 o'clock at night 12-hour wear. Unfortunately, I don't have the means to do that unless I kind of did it on my iPhone, which I could kind of do. We'll see how it goes, if I'm able to do that, but I'll definitely come back on here just before the sun goes down to update you on this camera so you can see like the really good quality on it. So let's go ahead and talk about the claims and the packaging. So this is how it comes. I think it's really great packaging actually. It's just this clear like plastic container. The tube is on the inside, and I did get the color Golden Deep. I don't think you can see the color but not the actual words, but the color is Golden Deep. And let's see, on the back it says Blur Liquid Matte Foundation, and these are the claims. It says full coverage water thin foundation provides a weightless long wearing matte finish. Silicone free formula won't clog pores so skin can breathe, blurring microspheres, minimize the appearance of pores, fine lines, and imperfections for smooth, flawless looking skin. The formula is housed in a mess-free, no-drip, airtight package. And then the directions just say shake well before use, apply 1 to 2 drops to the center of the face, and blend outward. Layer as needed. And it is 1 full fluid ounce. It's silicone-free, dimethicone-free, oil-free, cruelty-free, vegan, and made in the USA. So, I mean, everything sounds almost perfect, too good to be true, right? So we're definitely going to dive into this. Let me bring it up on my phone just so I could tell you what it retails for. So it retails for $40, and it looks like it comes in 16 different shades. So it's a pretty good shade selection. My shade, which like I said I got, is Golden Deep. It looks like there are 2 more shades after this shade that are darker. So I mean, it's not really the best shade selection for the deepest of skin, but it does go kind of deeper than my skin tone at least. So yeah, that's pretty much all we have there. And let's just get into the package. So it does open from the bottom here. And this is the actual tube, and it's pretty cool actually. It looks like you get a lot of product, even though it says it's only 1 fluid ounce, which is the normal amount for a foundation. It seems like it's a pretty decent amount. It's not a pump, I can already see that. It is one of those dropper things at the bottom, at the tip. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, so it's just a dropper. And I was trying to look online to see if they had any like recommendations on how to apply it, like with a sponge or with a brush. They say it's good for sensitive skin, normal skin, oily, and combination. So dry skin is not included in what they consider it to be for, so that makes sense. I am oily, so that's good. Let's see here. It doesn't say at all like to use it with a sponge or a brush, so I am going to use it with a sponge off the bat, just because that's my go-to way of applying foundation. And maybe I'll do half with a sponge and the other half with the brush. We'll kind of see how it goes. But yeah, that's it. I'm not going to use any blurring primer because I really want the foundation to stand on its own and see if it really does blur. So I'm just going to go in with the Bobbi Brown vitamin enriched face base. It's kind of like a moisturizer. My skin is already moisturized, but this is kind of like a primer moisturizer just to create like a base. So that's this primer I'm going to go in with, and then we're going to get right into the foundation, and I am going to bring you guys a little closer so that you can see the application. Okay, so welcome to my face. Let me get my coffee. All right, and like I said, here's what it looks like, so you can see a little up closer. And it is a twist off top, and that is what it looks like. So I'm just going to, should I apply this on my face or the back of my hand? I'll go ahead and apply it on the face because it did say to add a couple drops to the face.
To the center of the face. So I'm going to add a drop there, add a drop there, and add a drop there.
I'm going to use, like I said, the Beauty Blender and blend this out. It's a little more waterier than I thought, but the color I chose is really good, so I'm happy with that because that would have been a disaster. It's definitely blending out really well. I'm really loving this color. Definitely like the application with the Beauty Blender. Let me try a brush now, and I'm using the Morphe M439, and I'm going to blend out this side. I don't know if I would consider this full coverage, honestly. Like, you could still see my blemishes. And it's not going on matte either. I don't know about that. I will admit, and this might be my fault, I did, with my moisturizer, I put on about 2 drops of the oil that I use, which is the, no, it was actually just 1 drop of the Derma E oil that was in collaboration with Sunkissed Alba here on YouTube. So I did use that, so that might have something to do with the luminosity of it. So that might have been my bad. But I mean, I don't mind the finish that it's going on with, but it's definitely not a matte finish. I hope it's, like I said, not due to that. But I did let that sink in for, I'd say, about 30 to 45 minutes before I started filming. So, I mean, it definitely wasn't super oily skin, but yeah, this is not going on matte at all. And the brush application is not bad either, so that's good. I'm gonna go in with a couple more drops just to see if it's buildable. And this is what it looks like. yeah, it's definitely not matte on my skin. Again, that could be due to that oil, so I'm definitely sorry. I might have to try this again another day, but I mean, it's not that I hate the way it's going on. It's definitely a beautiful finish, but it's not matte. You know, I can kind of see the blurring portion of it. Like, I don't have super large pores. I can still kind of see some of my pores right here, but they're not as prominent. Especially with some foundations, when you put them on, they can definitely emphasize pores. So, I mean, like I said, the color match is beautiful. It is a great finish on my skin currently. So, I mean, so far so good. I am going to go ahead and finish the rest of my face off camera, and I will be right back with you. Let's do some movie magic here. Okay, so I'm back and my face is fully done. I will leave everything I use in the description bar below. I did want to mention one thing because it's new to me. It's the Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche Liquefied Lip in Puree. This is what I have on my lips. I think it's really gorgeous. It feels so good on the lips, so I wanted to mention that because it's new to me, and so far I really recommend this. It's not going to be long lasting, I can already tell, but it's very comfortable on the lips, and they have a great color selection, so definitely recommend checking that out. But back to the foundation. So now that everything's on, I can say everything went on really smooth. My powders, my blush, everything went on really good. I can kind of see the blurring effect that they say it has. I can kind of see that, but we will see how this holds throughout the day. It is now 10:03 in the morning, so like I said, I do have things to do throughout this day, so I will check in with you later and let you know how it holds up. Okay guys, so I'm out and about. This is what it looks like in the sun outside. Just wanted you to see. I will check in with you in a few. Okay guys, so the time is now 5:14, as you can see. So this foundation has been on for, I'd say, about 7 hours or so. I probably could keep it on a little longer, but honestly I have a headache. I've been dealing with a migraine all day. I've been out in the hot sun, so I'm just ready to take it off. So I did want to come on here and let you know what it looks like after 7 hours of wear. I didn't touch up at all. I didn't. Usually I'll blot in like the car. But I didn't do any of that today. I even took a little nap, so definitely went through the test today, but I wanted to give you the true look of it after 7 hours. And I'm definitely oily in my T-zone, as you can see, which is common for any foundation, but for this to be considered a matte foundation, it is pretty oily in the T-zone, so that is kind of a drawback. I mean, it does still look good. I definitely see the blurring property as the foundation, so I do like that. It does look very good and seamless, but it's not really bad after 7 hours. I don't think it's anything super special or extraordinary for what it claims to be, but as just a regular foundation, do I recommend it? Yes. Do I recommend it for the claims? No. So I mean, it's kind of up to you at this point what you're looking for, but as a foundation, I do enjoy how it went on. Like I said, I will try it another day without any oil in the morning and see if that makes any difference, and maybe I'll follow up with you in a later video or on like my social media. So definitely follow me on like Instagram, Snapchat, something like that. So I will follow up with you on that and see if it makes any difference. Maybe I screwed this whole thing up, you never know. But overall, like I said, I do recommend it. It, you know, held up pretty well. All foundations for the most part do start to separate in my smile lines, and that's mainly because I do smile a lot. I'm a talker, I'm a laugher, so I do get separation here. The lip did fade, like I said, but it was a really pretty fade. It actually left kind of like a stain afterwards. So those Bite Beauty, let me find them. Oh, it's in my purse, so I don't have it now. It's in my purse, but this is the box here. I do recommend these if you want to check out those Amouche Bouche liquid lipsticks. They're not like matte or anything like that, but they're very moisturizing, and when they do leave, it leaves a beautiful stained lip. As you can see, like it's still kind of there, and I have eaten, drank, I didn't retouch anything, I didn't apply anything extra, any product extra. So overall, I think, you know, they are both very good products. I will continue to use both of them. Do I think you should run out and get it? No, but like I said, I'm a foundation lover, foundation hoarder to some, so I definitely, you know, love collecting them. So that is pretty much it for this video. Hi guys, so I am trying this Milk Makeup foundation on a completely different day. I didn't add any oil to my skin regimen today, and as you can see, it is a little bit more matte, so that definitely played something into it. It's not fully matte before I put on powder and everything, but it definitely was a little bit more matte than the first time. As well as, I stand by what I said, it is not full coverage at all. That 1 to 2 drops does not cover. I use Beauty Blender and a brush. I do feel like a brush works better if you want more coverage with this foundation, but it's definitely not a full coverage foundation. I don't even feel like it's buildable to full coverage. It's definitely a medium, borderline full, but not like absolute full coverage. It does take a lot to get full coverage, but it is looking better as far as blurring and being matte today. So I'm gonna wear it again throughout this day and see how it holds up. I just wanted to check in with you on this part 2. Okay guys, so I'm back. I've had this on for about around the same time as the first one, about 7 hours, and as you can see, it's definitely not as oily as the first time that I wore it, but I will say I did blot today because I was literally sweating. Not really oily, but sweating because it was so hot here today, so forgive me, I did blot, but it definitely held up way better. One thing I did want to say though that I forgot to say before is this foundation transfers like a beep. Like if you touch it, I don't know if you can see, you may not be able to see, but it definitely transfers onto like whatever. So this is not the foundation that you can wear and give your man or your girl or whoever a hug. It definitely does transfer, so you have to be careful with that. But overall, it definitely had that blurring effect. Yeah, so I just wanted to check in with you. This is day 2, so that's pretty much it. If you like this video, leave it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can be notified of my future videos here on my channel, and come join the fam bam. And thank you so much for watching. Until next time guys, bye.